Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Now this is rather a short video that I'm just making to make people vote for Marine Le Pen in France, right? Well, I can't really influence this election result too much. Like there isn't much that I can do, right? But still. I think that Marine Le Pen should win, right? I'll tell you why. And also, if you're French, please vote for Marine Le Pen. And if you're not French, but still have some, contact to the French left or whatever, generally, if you know any French people, just, tell them to vote for Marine Le Pen. Perhaps perhaps convince them. Use the arguments that I'm gonna use in this video to convince them, especially if they're leftists, right? I don't understand why anyone who's anti-establishment vote not for Marine Le Pen. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? Well, firstly, Marine Le Pen, right, wants to abolish the French West African franc, right? I'm not sure if if you guys know this, but basically, this French West African franc currency, right? This currency is pretty much the only reason, really. Well, not the only, but basically the biggest one by far, which allows France to keep its new colonies in West Africa alive, which allows them to retain them, such as, well, for example, I don't know, Cameroon. Cameroon is a very good example. Chad as well, Niger, Guinea, Burkina Faso. Um, I'm not sure if I can think of any else. Maybe Ivory Coast. But you get my point, right? And basically, yeah, Marine Le Pen wants to abolish that. What will that mean for France and for West Africa? That would mean the abolition of French new colonialism. It would mean that it will die. This is very good for, socialists and Marxists especially, right? Because, that means that French imperialism will die, right? That means that Marine Le Pen is an anti-imperialist, and I don't understand why far leftists are so reluctant in France uh, to vote for Marine, right? Because Lenin used to say that we should ally ourselves with capitalist anti-imperialists, and this is really what Marine is—a capitalist anti-imperialist, right? Well, the question is how likely it is for Marine to implement this policy, right? The evolution of the French West African franc, right? Well, personally, I don't know how likely that is. I trust her though, and even then, right? Even then, I mean, like, what is the alternative supposed to be? Macron, right? Macron is part of the establishment completely, right? And Macron pretty much represents the French establishment, the French establishment bourgeoisie, right? And if Macron will win, French neocolonialism will retain either way, right? We know how Macron is like, right? And we know Macron won't abolish French neocolonialism anyway. With Marine, we don't know. Like, Marine hasn't been in power yet, right? So let's give her a chance, right? Let's give Marine a chance. Why not give someone who hasn't been in power yet a chance? This is a very good argument, I think, to use for Marine and against Macron, right? Not just that. Um, Marine is also opposed to the EU, right? Well, people say, she herself says that she has toned down on that, right? But I don't really think so, right? Um, really, because I've actually seen articles claiming that she still believes in it. It was really revealed even by her own deputy. I mean, from her own party, right? So yeah, basically it was leaked. She's still anti-EU. And if you don't believe the deputy, right, of her party, right? Well, she's still anti-EU federalist, right? She opposes EU federalism, right? Right? And an EU federation is something that the EU desires, right? Look at, for example, I don't know, Olaf Scholz, for example, right? The Chancellor of Germany right now, right? Um, right. Scholz coalition treaty there says that the German government, right, desires an EU federation, right? This is the goal of Olaf Scholz, right? It's done pretty openly, really, and I'm happy about that openness. At least, Scholz isn't like Marcus Sutter, but I'm not gonna get too far into that. Um, anyway, Ursula von der Leyen also used to openly call for a United States of Europe, right? But now she doesn't anymore since she has become, the EU president. But really, she believes in it still, right? Well, and other than that, um, yeah, a lot of people, a lot of French, especially that I've talked to, often use the whole, oh, she's definitely pro EU. So, if she stays in the EU, right, uh, she can't implement any of her policies, right? Because if she tries, the EU will block any such attempts. I'm sorry, but that's horseshit. That's very stupid. Um, what she wants is to hold a national referendum on whether or not to put French law above EU law, right? It's basically what Poland did, if you didn't know. Poland last year in 2021, right? I think it was in the summer or so, right? Poland decided to, put its own law, its own national law above EU law, meaning that the Polish government, can implement whatever they want regardless of EU law. The EU law does not prohibit them doing what they want now, right? And this is what Marine wants for France as well, right? She basically pretty much uses the Polish model as a role model, right? If you want, like, I'm gonna, you know what, I'm too lazy to edit, I'm really tired. Nowadays, very busy, so I'm just gonna put all the sources in the description down below. Either the description or the pinned comment section. Yeah, the pinned comment section is actually better. That's where I'm gonna put all the sources at. And other than that, Marine is also anti-war, right? Marine opposes all those French, foreign interventions such as in, Iraq, Mali, what else have you, Somalia, and that's pretty much weakening French imperialism further, right? Not just that, Marine is Marine supports, Russia wants to abolish the anti-Russian sanctions, wants to what else? Yeah, Maureen is also very left wing in economics. Like, don't let the media fool yourself. Well, the media often claims that she's far right and stuff like that. Yeah, Maureen is the big fascist nationalist and Hitlerist. I don't know. I don't know. No, that's not, well. She's not a fascist for one, but we're gonna get later to that, right? So, well, okay, well, how is Marine economically left wing? Well, I've read an article recently by France 24 claiming that she actually wants to put price controls, like, right, state regulated price controls, right? And that will, you know what that will mean? That will mean pretty much a planned economy, right? Maybe even a centralized planned economy, or at least something near it, right? And we don't know if she's gonna go as far as building a centralized planned economy, although that would be very, very cool. But still, Other than that, Marine, yeah, let's actually debunk the, Marine Marine est fascisto, claims. No, Marine is not a fascist. Well, firstly, Marine is not her father, right? Marine has severely modernized her own party, right? And even her father, right? Even, I wouldn't even call Jean-Marie Le Pen, right? Her father, a fascist. Yeah, her father is a Holocaust denier. Her father is befriended to all sorts of skinheads and stuff like that. Yeah, but still, I won't call Jean-Marie Le Pen a fascist. Why? Well, he once said in a BBC interview, even right, that if some if a migrant, right, if someone's ready to die for France, if somebody is cheering for France in football and stuff like that, then I consider that person to be fully French, right? So even her father has nothing against migrants. I have no idea why people are so, angry about her father. Right, yeah. I know, as I said myself, her father is befriended with all sorts of neo-fascists and stuff like that, right? Yeah, I know. However, I think that's rather the case because, I think that her father is just corrupt. Very corrupt. You can look at Kotleba in Slovakia, for example. A very interesting politician as well. That guy, rules his own party, right? Uh, you can look it up. Just look up Kotleba's party, right? Well, Kotleba himself is actually not a neo-fascist, right? Kotleba is just a normal neo-nationals, right? Well, like the likes of Nigel Farage and the AfD and Marine Le Pen, right? Matteo Salvini, George Meloni, right? But his own party, right, is full of neo-fascists. Why? How is that so? Well, corruption, as I said, it's corruption. Funnily enough, Kotleba had actually tried to modernize his own party a lot of times and get all those neo-fascists out and stuff like that. And unite with uh, our family. It's in another right-wing populist party, which is much more moderate than Kotleba's party. He tried to unite with them. And yeah, I think that Jean-Marie Le Pen is pretty similar in this regard. And no, is Marine a fascist? No, I keep you know saying this, but neo-nationalism, which is what Marine is, and neo-nationals, right? Like Trump, you know, neo-nationals are not neo-fascists. Trump is not a neo-fascist. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand. Trump is not a neo-fascist, nor is Marine. They only want to restrict mass immigration because although because they don't integrate, right? They want them to integrate, right? Speak French and stuff like that, not to try to enforce their own, religions, not religions, but she wants to prevent them from enforcing Sharia law and stuff like that in France, right? So, this is what Marine wants. And Marine actually herself once said in an interview, right, that that she would actually also deport French who do not integrate. That she would act accordingly. So yeah, she wouldn't deport people because of their blood, but all of their you know level of integration. Like if they hold on to the French laws, if they speak or don't speak the French language, if they respect civil liberties and stuff like that. That's people who don't respect those things, they are going to get deported, be it French or, oh no, Syrians or whatever. B- It applies for both. She said it in an interview, interview once with the BBC. I'm gonna link it down below in the pinned comment of the comment section. Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, I think it's enough. I think. Oh, very important point as well. Marine wants to leave NATO. You know, a NATO exit would be very big. And I think that our leftists agree that leaving NATO is good. Now, please share this around, especially if you know some French or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we can at least convince a few hundreds of French, and please convince those French to convince people around them as well to vote for Marine and stuff like that, especially leftists. And yeah, personally, I believe that the French elections result will be already decided tomorrow. Really, the Fr- the French elections result depends on who will win the debate tomorrow, especially the part about economics, right? I think that this is what will what's the key to victory, and I can't really influence that, but still, it's still great, get Marine a small push, at least help as much as possible. Alright, thank you, bye.